Hello everyone and welcome to the second part of our tree planting project, where today we're going to be making some new hedging plants from some hawthorn berries there. The seed in here is just like one single seed and it's like a big stone inside, whereas the rowan that we will be planting has a smaller berry and it's got lots of little seeds inside, but you can process these and everything and do it that way, but I'm going to show you a simple way. You might not have the highest success rate compared to if you processed every single seed, but the time it takes, you'll get more trees that way, so you can make more space and collect more berries and that, with the way I show you, because it's literally so simple. You just chuck them in a pot and put some sand over the top of them, and you'll have some more berries to pick in a few years' time. We will also be growing some horse chestnut here. The conkers are getting smaller because there's like a leaf miner moth thing, like a grub inside the leaf that basically eats the leaf from the inside out. So if you've seen conker trees with like these funny bits on the leaves in late summer, that's because there's this moth inside. It definitely weakens the tree because at that time of year the tree's getting all its energy and getting ready to store its energy for winter, but some people say it doesn't matter that much. But we're just going to grow some of these anyway and see how they go, because it's always worth growing them. I need to get some sweet chestnuts. I don't have the seeds yet because there's not a tree nearby that's got any ready on, but I'll definitely get some in the next couple of weeks or so we'll get some of those planted as well, but for now it will just be horse chestnut. So we'll pick some more hawthorn berries and then we'll get some stuff planted. Here we have a branch of hawthorn that has leaned out into the field a bit, but it's absolutely covered in berries. So we're going to get a few of these. As you can see, you can tell hawthorn by its dark berries. Its leaves look like that, and it's got thorns in places as well. This doesn't have that many thorns on it. Thorns there, but it's more of like the 2-year-old younger branches that have thorns on, but obviously this is just a tree, not a hedge. So yeah, I'm gonna pick some berries off this. So here I just have some multi-purpose compost in a little pot there. See, it's not that big, not that deep. It don't need to be for these because they don't have massive tap roots. So I'm going to just get the leaves, everything, no matter how you've done it, even if you processed them, just simply put them in like that. It's just multi-purpose compost. You don't want to use normal soil out of the ground because that won't drain as well in the pot, and it will rot. You can do it in a little raised bed if you want to, like I've done with some of my acorns, but I'm just going to do it in some pots just so I can show you how easy it is. Then I'm going to get some more compost and put about an inch or two on top, like so, and then I'm going to get some sand and put over. You don't have to put sand over, but I just prefer to because it helps with drainage in that, and when they come up the tops are less likely to rot. So yeah, that's just how I do it. I'll do the same with the rowan. Here you can just see it's a big cluster of the rowan. If you just spread it out like that, even on the stems, it's alright. Cover that up. When they sprout, they're going to be very close together. Some might even be on top of each other. but you know, you'll just thin them out and put them in their own pots. This is just to get them through winter and get them sprouting, and after they've sprouted you can do what you want with them really. Put them in some bigger pots or just put them directly where you want them to grow permanently or whatever. But yeah, this is just to get them through the first year or the first few months, depending on when you go to thin these out or pot them on. So there we go, that is the berries done. I'm not going to label them because, you know, I know what the seedlings look like compared to each other. But if you want to label them, you can. Here you can see a hawthorn seedling from last year. This one's in its own little pot. You know, that one's going to get grown into like a tree, sort of a hedging plant. But yeah, you can grow hawthorn and everything from cuttings, but I think berries is my preferred way to go, just because it's a lot more simpler, and you know, the seeds have less chance of rotting off than some cuttings, and they get a better root system established. You know, it just depends how you want to do it, but because the berries are on now, you know, it's a good way to use some, and should get some nice trees growing now. Now we're going to do the horse chestnuts. I'm doing these in a container because I don't have the stuff to do the raised beds yet. But I'm just going to put some conkers in. Just going to put them anyway, really. Just going to put them down like so. Not going to put too many in the pot because, in fact, I think 4 will be enough actually, because they grow quite vigorously. And I'm just going to cover that up. There we go. I'm just covering it lightly, as if it was covered with leaf litter sort of thing. As you can see, they're not that deep. You don't want them to be. Conkers do best on the surface sort of thing. But yeah, that should be fine. And we'll just have to keep them watered when they sprout. So I think that is about it for this video. We've got some more trees planted. I'll keep you updated with all of them and that, and how they grow. We're going to get some more stuff in, lots of different types of trees. I'll show you how to do it like briefly in the process. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video or found it useful, please click that like button and press subscribe if you haven't already, with notifications on so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And click up here to watch my most recent upload, and just click below it to watch part 1 of this tree planting project. And apart from that, I hope to see you all in the next one. So bye bye everybody.